Inside Out 2 became one of the biggest Pixar movies of all time. But now, fans are asking the big question, is Inside Out 3 really happening? Today, we're going to break down everything we know so far, the rumors, and what we can expect from Pixar's next emotional adventure. It's me! Welcome to my channel, where we celebrate all things Disney. Now let's get to the roller coaster that is Riley's mind. First, let's start with what has already been confirmed. According to Pixar writer Dave Holstein, Inside Out 3 is in the early stages of development. That means the idea is already on the table, but there is still no official release date or final storyline revealed. Still, it's exciting to know Pixar is planning to continue Riley's journey. Now, some of you may be thinking, wait, what about Inside Out 2? Well, to understand what could come next, we need to talk about what happened in the last film. If you'd rather jump straight to the theories, feel free to skip ahead using the chapter markers down below. In Inside Out 2, we find Riley a few years older and navigating the complex world of adolescence. Her emotions have changed. While joy and sadness are still there, they've been joined by new emotions like anxiety, embarrassment, envy, and ennui. These new feelings reflect Riley's new challenges, which include family issues, school stress, and friendships that are evolving. Throughout the movie, we see Riley's core memories change. These are the key moments that form the foundation of who she is. As she experiences more, some happy memories turn sad, and vice versa. The film beautifully illustrates that emotions aren't static. They evolve and change with our experiences. It also teaches us that every feeling is valid and necessary. The climax comes when Riley's parents decide to move to a different city. Overwhelmed with conflicting emotions, Riley pushes them away, refusing to cooperate. She tries to erase the pain of leaving her friends behind by focusing solely on the good parts of moving. This leads to an outburst of repressed emotions that affects not only her, but those around her. But here's the twist. Joy realizes something crucial. For Riley to become whole, she needs to feel all her emotions, both good and bad. So Joy teams up with sadness to help Riley process her grief. It's a beautiful moment because it shows the importance of embracing our full range of emotions. As for the other emotions, they play their part too. Anger helps Riley stand up for herself against bullies. Fear guides her to seek comfort in familiar places. Disgust assists in cutting through misinformation. And surprisingly, even the newly introduced emotions like shame prove to be important. Together, this team of emotions navigates Riley's mental landscape, helping her through her emotional roller coaster. And the movie doesn't shy away from tackling tough subjects. It talks about divorce, moving away from friends, and fitting in at a new school. But it does so with sensitivity and humor. The ending is heartwarming. Riley learns to accept all her emotions and uses that newfound understanding to connect with her parents and friends in a deeper way. And that brings us to the point where we can speculate about Inside Out 3. According to Pixar writer Dave Hoskins, Inside Out 3 is in the early stages of development. That means the idea is already on the table, but there is still no official release date or final storyline revealed. Still, it's exciting to know Pixar is planning to continue Riley's journey. So, what could Inside Out 3 be about? Well, let's think about where Riley's story could go next. In Inside Out 2, we saw Riley face adolescence, new challenges, and new emotions like anxiety, embarrassment, envy, and ennui. The third movie could take us into another major phase of life, Riley's transition to adulthood. Adulthood brings its own set of unique challenges and emotions that haven't been explored yet in the Inside Out series. Just think about it. How would Joy handle the complexities of Riley's emerging romantic feelings? How would sadness navigate Riley's moments of failure and disappointment? Perhaps we'd see new emotions like hope, fear, trust, or desire enter the headquarters to help guide Riley through these uncharted waters. This approach would allow Pixar to not only dig deeper into Riley's emotional world, but also tackle more mature themes in a way that's both relatable and engaging for older audiences. It would be interesting to see how the animation style evolves as well, possibly becoming more stylized to match Riley's age and the themes of the movie. Of course, there are so many directions the story could take. We don't have to wait too long to find out. As more details emerge, I'll be sure to keep you updated. Now let us dive into some of the most intriguing rumors and fan theories surrounding Inside Out 3. Remember, these are just theories, but they do make us think about the story in a new way. One prevalent theory suggests that the next installment will focus on Joy struggling with the realization that she might not be as needed as Riley grows older. This could lead to an internal conflict within her, questioning her purpose and value as Riley becomes more. This would be a compelling storyline, because it challenges the notion that one emotion is always right or better than the others. After all, even Joy needs to learn that sometimes it's okay to make room for other emotions, like sadness, allowing for a more balanced and authentic emotional experience. Another popular theory proposes that Inside Out 3 will introduce even more emotions to the headquarters. Emotions like nostalgia, regret, or even love could take center stage, reflecting the complexities of adult life. This would be exciting because it would expand the emotional universe of the Inside Out series, while also adding layers to Riley's character. Imagine seeing how love, for example, interacts with joy or sadness. It could open up some very interesting dynamics. What if the new emotion is something that hasn't been seen before? Maybe representing a feeling that's particularly relevant to the current times? We live in a world where social media plays a huge role. An emotion tied to digital life or social interactions could be fascinating to explore, especially in the context of a young adult's life. We're all curious to see how Riley's love life might unfold in Inside Out 3. Will she have a boyfriend? Will she develop feelings for someone from her old life? Or will she meet someone new? Could there be a love interest from her past returning into her life? It's also possible that the film will focus on platonic love, showing Riley forming deep bonds with friends or exploring familial love as she navigates the complexities of adult relationships. Personally, I'm excited to see how the film handles whatever love may bring to the table. But what do you think? Which new emotion do you want to see in Inside Out 3? Let me know in the comments below. Now, here's why people are already hyped for a third movie. Inside Out isn't just a children's movie. Sure, it's got lovable characters and a great story, but it also simplifies the complexities of human emotions in a way that resonates with audiences of all ages. For kids, it introduces abstract ideas in a tangible way. Watching Riley's emotions come to life makes it easier for them to understand and accept their own feelings. It's like having a guide to your emotional world, teaching you that each feeling is important and has a purpose. For adults, it offers a comforting sense of familiarity. Remember that feeling of confusion and intensity that came with your first heartbreak or the overwhelming joy of achieving a long-held dream. Inside Out captures those raw emotions and puts them on screen, reminding us that we're not alone in feeling these intense emotions. That's why fans are already hyped for a third movie. They want to see Riley grow up, and they want to see how her emotions evolve along with her. It's a chance to revisit the emotional roller coaster of life, this time through the lens of a young adult facing new challenges and experiences. Pixar has a history of creating films that stay with us long after the credits roll. Inside Out 2 is a perfect example of this. It's a movie that you can watch and discuss long after the film ends. The same is expected from Inside Out 3. It won't just be a fun ride, it will be a thought-provoking journey into the depths of human emotions. So while we wait for more details to be released, let's keep the conversation going. Which new emotion do you hope to see in Inside Out 3? How do you think Riley's story will evolve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Disney news. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.